English Setter by Susan S. Myre. Standard of the English Setter. The standard of the English Setter, adopted by the English Setter Association of America and approved by the American Kennel Club, sets the present-day ideal for which breeders are aiming. It is by this standard that the dog is judged in the show ring. However, even the most perfect specimen falls short of the standard in some respect. It is also impossible even for a breeder or veterinarian to tell with certainty how a puppy will shape up as an adult dog. The chances are that he will inherit those qualities for which his father, Sire, and mother, Dame, were bred. If both parents and grandparents have good show records, he may also have excellent possibilities. Head, long and lean, with a well-defined stop. The skull, oval from ear to ear, of medium width, giving brain room, but with no suggestion of coarseness, with but little difference between the width at base of skull and at brows, and with a moderately defined occupied protuberance. Brown should be at a sharp angle from the muzzle. Muzzle should be long and square, of width in harmony with the skull, without any fullness under the eyes, and straight from eyes to tip of the nose. A dish face or Roman nose, objectionable. The lips square and fairly pendant. Nose should be black or dark liver in color, except in white, lemon and white, orange and white, or liver and white dogs, when it may be of lighter color. Nostrils should be wide apart and large in the openings. Jaws should be carried close to the head, well back and set low, of moderate length, slightly rounded at the ends and covered with silky hair. Eyes should be bright, mild, intelligent, and dark brown in color. Neck. The neck should be long and lean, arched at the crest and not too throaty. Shoulders. Shoulders should be formed to permit perfect freedom of action to the forelegs. Shoulder blades should be long, wide, sloping moderately, well back, and standing fairly close together at the top. Chest. Chest between shoulder blades should be of good depth, but not of excessive width. Ribs. Ribs back of the shoulders should spring gradually to the middle of the body and then taper back to the back ribs, which should be of good depth. Back. Back should be strong at its junction with the loin and should be straight or sloping upward very slightly to the top of the shoulder, the whole forming a graceful outline of medium length without sway or drop. Loins should be strong, moderate in length, slightly arched, but not to the extent of being roached or will-backed. Hip bones should be wide apart without too sudden drop to the root of the tail. Forelegs. The forelegs should be flat and muscular, with bone fully developed and muscles hard and devoid of flabbiness, of good length, from the point of the shoulder to the elbow and set at such an angle as will bring the legs fairly under the dog. Elbows should have no tendency to turn either in or out. The pastern should be short, strong, and nearly round, with a slope from the pastern joint to the foot, deviating very slightly forward from the perpendicular. Hind legs. The hind legs should have wide muscular thighs with well-developed lower thighs. Stifles should be well bent and strong. Hocks should be wide and flat. The pastern should be short, strong, and nearly round, with the slope from the pastern joint to the foot deviating very slightly forward from the perpendicular. Feet should be closely set and strong, pads well developed and tough, toes well arched and protected with short, thick hair. Tail should be straight and taper to a fine point with only sufficient length to reach the hock or less. The feather must be straight and silky, falling loosely in a fringe and tapering to the point when the tail is raised. There must be no bushiness. The tail should not curl sideways or above the level of the back. Coat should be flat and of good length, without curl, not soft or woolly. The feathers on the legs should be moderately thin and regular. Height: dogs about 25 inches, bitches about 24 inches. Colors: black, white and tan, black and white, blue. Bell tone: lemon and white, lemon belton, orange and white, orange belton, liver and white, liver belton and solid white. Markings: dogs without heavy patches of color on the body, but flacked all over preferred. Symmetry: the harmony of all parts to be considered. Symmetrical dogs will have level backs or be very slightly higher at the shoulders than at the hips. Balance, harmony of proportion, and an appearance of breeding and quality to be looked for, and coarseness avoided. Movement and carriage: an easy, free and graceful movement, suggesting rapidity and endurance. A lively tail and high carriage of head. Stiltiness, clumsiness, or a lumbering gait are objectionable. Breed temperament: the English setter's temperament is such that he can absorb extensive field and obedience training without any damage to his character. This breed is well-mannered, friendly, and an excellent companion for a child, as well as a real worker for his master in the field. He is not overly sensitive, as some other setters are reported to be.